Good day everyone, I am Rachel Kiachon. Today we were tackling the chapter 11 in Hong Kong and Macau, 1888. So Rizal was a full-grown man of 27 years of age when he was forced to leave his country for a second time in February 1888. So Rizal was embittered victim of human iniquities, a delusion dreamer, a frustrated reformer. So now let us proceed to trip to Hong Kong. The trip to Hong Kong on February 3, Rizal left Manila for Hong Kong on board the Sapiro. So he was sick and sad during the crossing of the China Sea. So he did not get off his ship when it made reef, so it stopped over at Amoy on February 7 for three reasons. So number one, he was not feeling well. Number two, it's raining hard. And number three, he heard that the city was dirty. During his stay in Hong Kong in February 16, 1888, he wrote a letter for his friend Blumentritt. This letter, penned by Jose Rizal to his friend Blumentritt. So Rizal expresses immense relief at being able to write freely, free from the censorship, and reveals the extent to which he was targeted by the powerful figures in his homeland. So he detailed how he was hunted by the provincial and the archbishop who complained to the governor general about his supposed subversive activities. So the Dominicans even falsely accused him of holding a secret meetings with the men and women on hill, which were actually simply morning walks with friends and family. So he always under the watchful eye of the Guardia Civil. Rizal emphasizes the hypocrisy of this accusation, allowing them to reach the Governor General in order to reveal the true nature of his enemies. So even his own countrymen, it urged him to leave the Philippines for his own safety and theirs, as they feared being deported themselves due to their association with him. Despite being half sick, Rizal felt compelled to leave his beloved country and embark on a journey to Europe via Japan and the United States. He expresses his yearning to see Blumentritt again, which much to share about his experiences, about the struggles he has faced. So the letters at Victoria Hotel. So Rizal was welcomed by the Filipino residents, including Jose Maria Basa, Balbino Mauricio, and Manuel Iarte, the son of Francisco Iarte of Alcaide, mayor of Laguna. So, a Spaniard who was former Secretary of Governor General Tero shadowed Rizal movement in Hong Kong. So it is believed that he commissioned by the Spanish authorities to spy on Rizal. So his name is Jose Sainz de Veranda. Again, Jose Sainz de Veranda is the Spanish former Secretary of Governor General. Next is visit to Macao. On February 1888, Rizal was accompanied by Jose Maria Basa, boarded to the ferry steamer Kyokyang for Macau. So he was surprised. Rizal was surprised because he see a familiar figure, a Spanish spy, which is Sainz de Veranda. Visit to Macau. So, again, Rizal wrote on his diary. So, he said, "It's small, low, and gloomy. There are many junks, sampans, but few steamers. So, it looks sad and it's almost dead." So, in Macau, Rizal and Basa was stayed on Don Juan Francisco Lecaros for at least 2 days. So, Don Francisco Lecaros was a Filipino gentleman married to a Portuguese lady. So, Don Francisco was a rich and spent his days by cultivating the plants and flowers. During his 2 days in Macau, Rizal visited the theaters, casino, cathedral, and churches, pagodas, botanical garden, and so more. So, February 20, Rizal and Basa returned to Hong Kong. Again, they took a board on the ferry steamer Kiok Kiang. Let us proceed in experiences in Hong Kong. So Rizal has a lot of experiences in Hong Kong. Number one here is noisy celebration of the Chinese New Year, which lasted from February 11th, Saturday, to February 13th, Monday. So we all know that the Chinese New Year is noisy celebration. So the Chinese believe that, like for example, dragon dance. So they believe that performing the dragon dance during the festival and celebration, it drives away all the evil spirits and ushers in good luck and blessings for the community. Number two, boisterous Chinese theater with a noisy audience and noisier music. The third experience of Rizal in Hong Kong is he goes on the Marathon Laureate Party, wherein guests were served numerous dishes, such as dried fruits, geese, shrimps, century eggs, shark fins, bird nests, white ducks, chicken with a vinegar, and fish beads, roasted peas, tea, etc. So, on the Marathon Laureate Party means this is the longest meal in the world. Fourth, the Dominican order was the richest religious order in Hong Kong. It engages the actively business. Also, it owned more than 700 houses for rent and many shares in foreign banks. Fifth, Rizal go to Hong Kong cemeteries belonging to the Protestants, Catholics, and Muslims. That of the Protestant was the most beautiful because of its well-groomed lawns and clean pathways. Departure from Hong Kong. On February 22, 1888, Rizal left Hong Kong on the board in the Oceanic. So, his destination was Japan, and he did not like the meals on board, but he liked the ship because it was clean and efficiently managed. So, his cabin mate was a British Protestant, a missionary who was lived in China for 27 years and knew the Chinese language. So Rizal called him a good man.